Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.
All right, welcome back to the rusty road to Paragon. Now, upon coming back, I didn't really know what anything was. There's a lot of new stuff. There wasn't solo incursions when I left. There definitely wasn't battlegrounds when I left. I did try one battlegrounds round. I remember like trying to do that at work, and it was bad, and I couldn't get into it, and then I had to move on to the other project, which at the time would have been King Arthur Legends Rise. But so now I'm back here and trying to figure out all these things. Like I see relics do things, and then there's like a difference between the relics and then strikers. So a whole lot to learn. And the only thing I knew was that I needed 7 stars. And so as you saw, I did get America Chavez. A little bit disappointed when I first got her, but I didn't know. I admit it, I didn't know. So now I know. But in this footage, it's gonna look like I kind of didn't know. But so my main focus for this video is gonna be showing me jumping into shooting stars to get more 7-star shards, and then also starting up my Act 7 run. So I had already done like 7.1.1 and 1.2 kind of offline. I didn't really think I was gonna do the Paragon thing, but now I'm here. And some of it is a little incomplete because I was like out on vacation, so I just recorded boss fights and maybe like 1 or 2 fights or something in there. So it's gonna be a little bit disjointed until we get into the flow for the full Act 7. Let me know if you want to see the full fights in the comments, but without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so starting the shooting stars right here, we've got our Mole Man. He's ascended. This is my regular team. It's a rank 3 Kingpin, rank 3 Mr. Sinister, but I'm going to be using majority this really great America Chavez right here. So I'm just kind of like trying to understand what her loop is. Seems relatively easy. I'm just going to be charging up like all my different dimensions. So I was able to run in with the Utopian, and I've got my negative zone. My dark dimension and my negative zone, and then I'm working on my Utopian parallel. So right here, I'm just gonna charge that up. Really loving that power gain. Got right into the SP2 ready to go. And we launched it, and he is getting a piece of that Big Bang dimension. So we're moving on. Okay, skipping here into the boss, I have Sinister here. I'll walk through the boss, and then I'll stop wasting your time because this fight is not going to work. So anyway, essentially we want to be able to do a heavy attack on her to disable her ability accuracy reduction resistance, essentially. And then for Rise to Power, we want to make sure that we get around that timer, so every time she's knocked down or she strikes in the block, she's going to gain 30% of our power, and we don't want that. But I'm trying to do my whole transfer the bleeds thing, and I didn't realize at the time because Dave is rusty.
Oh, rusty.
All right, here we are with an actual real fight here. So we have the obstinate charge here. So we can't just get straight on parries. You get the first parry, but it goes on a timer because she's stun immune. Then you got to get the second one. So reparries are going to be really helpful here. And the other thing is we want to try to like build her up to SP2 while we're building up our own power bar, so that she doesn't power drain us, which you saw already. So I'm hoping I can get over to SP2 here. Just waiting for the chance, but do not quite get one. Even when just blocking, she's like tossing that SP1 all the time. It's really difficult to try to do any of that. So now we've got the Digicloak active, so he can't hit her, so just waiting for that timer to go down. Going in with that reparry, and I got the stun, and just trying to do whatever damage I can with that heavy attack. Waiting for an opportunity to get her in the corner so that I can power drain her. We got that SP2 out, which is great, and we built up a lot on that SP1 so that we can easily push her in, but she got the Digicloak and power drained again. It's a little bit frustrating, not gonna lie. Rushed on in, got that special intercept, very good on the AI. But it also goes to show just how rusty I actually am. All right, so we got the SP2 again. This time we're working towards getting to our SP2. Now we just give up, or I give up, not we. There we go, pushing her right into SP2. It was very easy with the heavy attacks, so that worked out. I did get better at seeing the Digicloak though. That was a little bit of a weird thing to get used to after a while. And this just seems the easiest way to keep pushing her to SP2, and this has become my strategy for this particular fight. Okay, now we got her low. She goes for another power drain. Frustrating, but all good. Got the reparry there, and got the heavy attack. We dodged that SP1, and I thought I got the parry right on time, but the timer came off right at the exact same moment, but I was able to use my striker to finish out the fight. And now I am on my way. I've got 500 7-star shards, as well as a Paragon crystal, and now I've got this crazy thing coming up with ISO. It's like tier 6. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this before. I didn't even know which ones to pick, so I just kind of picked a few of them, and it kept popping up, and so I just kept picking, and so yeah, this is getting me on my way to becoming at least equipped to be Paragon. All right, so next up we've got our fight against Red Hulk. First thing I saw was he had buffet, so I was like, I'm gonna grab my 5-star maxed out Spidey 2099. Because, well, he doesn't get any buffs, and I figured, hey, well, it'll just be a little bit of a longer fight, but we can get through it that way. So, I was on vacation. I think I was playing this at about like midnight, somewhere around there, and I'm still kind of coming back. I still got like coming back brain. All right, so I read Buffet, and I think I read the other ones, but I did not really pay that much attention to it. So, like, for instance, having like Foresight, right there, I didn't take advantage of that, and Red Hulk is so easy to intercept as well, but I did not take advantage and use like special attacks on that. I was mostly focused on setting in ruptures and going for Wither to try to do some extra burst damage, you know, on clearing a bar or filling up a bar. But I wasn't paying attention to any of that other stuff. I just wanted to keep all of those effects going up for as long as possible. So I was more focused on dexing than on the Foresight. Man, I gotta tell you, man, coming back, like being able to read more than like 1 or 2 nodes is really challenging until you get back into the mix of things. So yeah, here I am, just doing my best with Spider-Man 2099 as a 5-star maxed out. Now, I would love to tell you that this intercept was on purpose, but I don't even think I noticed. Like, I saw I did more damage than normal, and I was like playing, and I'm like, but did I get like more crits or something? And then I thought maybe it was because like the fill up of the bar of power or something. So I'm just telling you, complete noob gameplay right here. Nothing to be proud of, but this is all part of the rusty road to Paragon. Now, other weird things that were happening is I was taking like block damage on certain things. I'm still using the same iPad that I've used this whole time. It's a 2018 iPad Pro. It's a 12.9 inch. Still a very fast iPad, but man, there were some moments where just like certain inputs like weren't happening for me. So yeah, I'm gonna look into getting a new device. But yeah, it was a little bit wonky in places that I really needed a dex. And so I'm at like 130 something hits, and as you can see here, I took another blocked hit. I was just like, this is taking way too long, so I kind of figured maybe it's because I have a 5-star and I shouldn't be doing Act 7 with a 5-star, but it shouldn't be that. But hey, I'm gonna run in and try homeboy, Mr. Sinister. So I do have that damage reduction from Professor X, and I made him Horseman, but not for any real reason. I was just like, I remember that being a good thing, but I don't think I particularly need anything in this particular fight here for that. So I'm trying to like build up my bleeds to transfer over, which I got an intercept and I should have transferred that over with the extra, oh, do I do it here? I do it here. Yes, I do it here. I said do. And so I was able to transfer over those degens, which worked out really well because that did a whole lot of damage. I really wish I could like go back in time and be like, hey man, get more intercepts and throw that stuff over. And yeah, this is a lucky match because I charged up twice and Hulk didn't try to come after me. Usually what I would try to do is just like get an SP1 and then try to charge up and then intercept if there was a problem with a special. But that wasn't the thing. So yeah, look at that. It's doing 36 per tick. But when I was able to do it with with the intercept, it was much better. It was like double, almost double, right? It was like 80 something. So yes, I would definitely like to do that again. But we're doing pretty well here with this fight. Now I did take some block damage there, so I ended up with that disorient. So I don't think I took that into consideration. I thought I got the parry. I let go and charged up, and so. All right, here we go. We got America Chavez here. We get that light attack intercept right at the beginning, and we were able to get our 3 hits in the heavy attack. We were able to get our first dimension. Now we are going in for the second dimension, and we're shooting for the Utopian. All we got to do is get a little bit of a bait. Can we get the bait? Can we get the bait? Oh, we got the read into the dash back. It's one of my favorite moves. And we're gonna go on in, get that next power gain, and all we need is just one more hit, and he gives it to us. Can we get... See, I thought the Utopian was like the powerful one, but I kind of needed all 3 to be active so I can get that extra energy, or the extra damage. Did not happen, but that's okay. We are in good shape. Just one more bait, and we are finito. Goodbye, Red Hulk. Nice knowing you. So, at the end of the day, like, I'm happy because I'm not using items. I'm not one-shotting anything right now. I don't expect to one-shot anything right now, but for now, I think I'm happy with how this is going. So we've knocked out 7.1.1, 2, and now 3. Then we were also able to knock out the shooting stars, and we are 3% complete on Paragon. So this is looking pretty good. We're on our way to our next 7-star and becoming Paragon. So if you liked the video, and I hope that you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your mama. All that stuff helps me out. And remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip. Oh, Potamus.
Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.